Hey, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
And this is
Stan and Tam's Fun Time Adventures.
On today's episode, we're going to be visiting all the canal lock stations of the Rideau Canal. You guys want to come? Come join us.
Let's go, everyone.
Get down! Welcome to downtown Ottawa. Here's the Lord Elgin. Welcome to the Rideau Canal. For those of you who don't know, the Rideau Canal was built in 1832 by the Royal Engineers and Royal Sappers, spearheaded by Colonel John By. It was built as a military route to get from Ottawa to Kingston to keep the ships from being attacked on the St. Lawrence from the United States. So here we are at the locks in downtown Ottawa. This is a series of 8 locks. They call this series Entrance Bay, because this is where you would enter and exit into the Ottawa River. These series of locks ascend or descend 80 feet to bring you up to the top of the locks. They still use these series of cranks and pulleys from 1832 to open the locks, to drain the water, or to fill the water, whichever direction you were headed. The locks sit at the base of the Chateau Laurier, a hotel that was built in 1912. Right here is the original Lockmaster building for these locks. Over there is a tourist. Oh, sorry, it's Tam. Oh, hey, Tam. This here is the Bytown Museum. It was actually a storage building for the building of the Rideau Canal. This building is the oldest building in Ottawa today. It used to house ammunition, gunpowder, all sorts of supplies. Over in the distance is the Alexandria Bridge. Trains used to come from the Quebec side into Ontario and follow these tracks. And right there where you see all the moss on the rocks, there used to be a house there. It was a military building. They had to be torn down because the tracks went right above it, and with the shaking of the train going by, they had to tear the building down. And the tracks went all the way to Union Station, right at the base of the Chateau Laurier.
Well, behind us, there's a small section of a pathway called Lover's Lane, where politicians and the general public were able to walk around the hills beneath Parliament Hill. It used to be beautifully tree lined. There was gazebos and benches, and it used to be really, really beautiful. Unfortunately, after the war, they let it go. They didn't maintain it anymore. There was a lot of undesirables, and they figured it was just too dangerous for the public, so they just let it go into disrepair, and this is the remains of the disrepair. Unfortunately, it would have been beautiful to walk around like we used to back in decades ago.
High above on this ridge is a statue of Colonel John By himself. It looks like he is overseeing the work being done on the Rideau Canal. He built his home up on this ridge, which is now Major Hills Park. His home is in ruins today, but there are still remnants of the foundation that you can go and check out. Oh, hey, Tam.
What?
Oh, hey, Tam.
Hey, Stan.
Are you hot?
I'm being tied by bugs.
Oh. Well, this concludes this segment of the Rideau Canal Locks at Entrance Bay. We are now off to the next lock station, which is
Hartwell Locks.
Hartwell Locks. Okay. Ciao. Say bye, Tam.
Bye.
Here we are following the Rideau Canal on Colonel By Drive. From downtown to a place called Dow's Lake, it's 7 kilometers long. Then from Dow's Lake, the canal takes you towards the Rideau River, and the lock station that we're going to be going to will be Hartwell Locks. So here we are at the end of the canal route from Ottawa to Dow's Lake. Right here is Dow's Lake. You can always tell Dow's Lake is the Dow's Lake Pavilion. There you can rent boats. They have restaurants in there. And then past Dow's Lake, there's a little inlet that will take you to Hartwell Locks. Welcome to Hartwell Locks. This is the first set of locks after you come from the Dow's Lake area. Going through these locks will take you to the Hogsback Locks, which will then in turn bring you onto the Rideau River. Again, as you can see, they have their crank pulley system, just like they did back in 1832. When we get to one of the other lock stations, when the staff are here, we'll be able to see them opening up a lock. There's an old building at the lock station. On top of all the locks, you could actually walk right across the lock on these little bridges. Just don't do it when you're trying to open the lock, because you'll go straight down. The lock stations, they have these old homes that were here, and now people can actually rent them and live in them right at the lock station. The original Lockmaster home at Hartwell Locks. Now we're off to Hogsback Lock Station. Welcome to Hogsback Locks. This is the one that is right after the Hartwells. It's a very small lock, but it takes you up quite a bit of height. Over there in the background is the Lockmaster's house. They're not used anymore really for Lockmasters. They're more for the staff and storage. There's another house over here. Once you get through this set of locks, it takes you under this bridge and then you're in the Rideau River. And the Rideau River continues on to the next lock station, which is Black Rapids. Time taking a break because it's hot. Off to the next station. Welcome to Black Rapids Lock. Again, this is another small lock, but this lock here is not using the old-fashioned crank pulley from the 1800s. This one here actually uses a hydraulic lock. Right from that box. You just push a button, the lock's open, fill up with water, and vice versa. They have one on each side. Here we have some boaters at the lock station, probably stayed here overnight. Now, something to explain about the locks is there's a blue line right there, and when the boats park at that blue line, that shows that they want to go through the lock. So when the lockmaster sees them sitting at that blue line, they know to come over and open the locks for them. And this here is the lockmaster building where the employees stay. House that they used back in the old days. It appears somebody is living in this one. Well, we just left the Black Rapids and stupid me forgot a charger. So guess where we are? We are at Walmart. See you at the next lock station. Welcome to the Long Island Locks. This is the lock station right after Black Rapids. Here you have a lockmaster getting ready to open one of the locks. He's draining the water, as you can see. I'm not sure if you can actually see it, but the water is going down. As you can see with this lock station, the elevation is pretty steep. The water down there is low, and you have to come all the way up here to this height. And a lot of the lock stations have dams. Back in 1832, they built these dams with these rock walls to make it easier for building the locks. Oh, hey, Tam.
Hey, Stan.
What's that smell? Oh, hey, Tam. Off to the next lock station. Welcome to Birds Rapids Lock Station. This station is located in the town of Birds Rapids. It's another small lock station. Here's the Lockmaster shack. And here again, they use the old-fashioned crank and pulley system. And we're off to the next lock station. Goodbye, Birds Rapids. Here they're opening up the swing bridge. And as you can see, it's done all manually. The old-fashioned way. And they do this because some of the boats are too high to get under the bridge. And as Tam pointed out, there are 2 boats coming. Welcome to Upper Nicholson's Lock. Again, it's a very small lock. The workers have already got the gate open, and there's some boats coming through. As the boats come into the lock, they go to the side of the wall where they strap their boat to one of these ropes. Then when they close this door, they're going to run over and they're going to open up the other door, and it's going to fill up the lock. Comes a bigger boat through the lock. Hope they don't crash. A lot of precision maneuvering in the lock so that you don't hit other boats. Here now, they are closing the doors to the lock, the old-fashioned way from 1832. It's a good arm workout. The other lock master's on the other side, closing the other door. What are they doing here, Tam?
They're going to open up the lock so all the boats that are waiting can go through.
I guess that's the water.
Yes, they do.
As you can see, the level down there, the level up there, it's much different.
Hey, Stan.
So as you can see, the water level is now even with the rest of the river, or almost. And all the boats have risen. Now they're going to open up the doors to let the boats in. Here they're now opening. big boats have gone through, they can close the bridge. Oh, hey, Tam.
Oh, hey, Stan.
This bridge is actually an original bridge. Well, that concludes part 1 of our Rideau Canal walk tour. I hope you enjoyed it. Stay tuned for part 2 and possibly part 3. Enjoying yourself, Tam?
I am enjoying myself very much.
That's good. Big boats?
Big boats.
Some big boats.
Some big boats.
Some little boats.
I'm not going to comment.
Some little boats with people in bikinis that should not wear a bikini. Anyways, see you on the next video. Ciao. Hey, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
Hey, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
And this is Stan and Tam's
Fun with Flags.
Hey, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
And this is
Stan and Tam's Fun Time Adventures.
And it's, where are we?
Oh, it's City Hall.
Hey, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
And
That's my name.
more enthusiastic.
Oh, sorry.
Hey, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
And this is Stan and Tam's Fun Time Adventures. Cut. Hey, I'm Stan.
And I'm Tam.
And this is Fun Time. Fuck. Well, hey, Tam. Enjoying your day. Enjoying your day. Ow, 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 son of a... Don't walk into that, that hurts.